Let's see here, new for 2019, new sculpted front rear fascia, new wheel designs, new 9-speed transmission, new turbocharged engine, new start-stop deactivation switch. Holy cow, this reads like a to-do list that Buick went through from consumers' feedback and went check, 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 check. This thing addresses all the complaints. I'm going to tell you what those were, and we're going to talk about the 2019 Buick Envision coming up right now. Hey, it's Tim Esterlaw, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk, and my passion is trucks and SUVs. If that's your passion too, hit subscribe below and hit the bell to be notified of new videos put out like this one. This is a 2019 Buick Envision 2. This is the Premier package. I say 2 because it's the Premier fully loaded. It's got all the bells and whistles. Kind of windy out here. I'm going to hop in the truck and, well, the SUV, tell you more about the 2019 Buick Envision. All right, sorry about that. It's always windy in Nebraska, Wyoming, and I'm right near the border, so should have anticipated that. But it looked calm out there. Anyways, I digress. So this, what I said, was 2019 Buick Envision. They call it the 2, which is the Premier package. And they're calling it 2. I mean, it's fully loaded. So this one's $48,030. It's only got $3,000 of options. So standard vehicle price is $43,600. This has the 2.0 liter turbocharged engine. It's got all-wheel drive. It's got all the bells and whistles. The base price for this starts about $32,000, so you can kind of add as you go. I want to talk about these fast facts. But these are the new things they've done this year. The sculpted front end and rear fascia's new grille design. I'll put up the prior generation. You can see the grille's different. You can see the changes there. They have LED tail lamps in all models, all variations. They made that difference. HID headlamps are standard on 2.5 liter models. Bifunctional LED headlamps on 2.0 liter turbocharged models, and LED wing signature lights on every model. And so they've really improved the lighting. New 18 and 19 inch wheels. As I do the walk around here, you can see on the outside, these are the 19 inch wheels. I gotta say, it's pretty stylish. I actually am a big fan of the exterior here. I think they've done a good job. I think the front nose has a bit of an odd shape to it, but I'm being extremely picky there. That's, looks are in the eye of the beholder there. As I said, this is 9-speed automatic transmission. This is made a 2.0 liter turbocharged engine. Ooh, I could talk today. The 2.0 liter turbocharged engine has 252 horsepower and 295 foot-pounds of torque. And as you'll see in a little bit with the driving impressions, it giddy up moves. This thing has at it. Engine transmission updates produce 0 to 60 mile per hour acceleration just under half second quicker than 2018, which really makes a difference. It mainly makes this more fun to drive and fun to own. There's a few other features that are really cool features for things that really are annoying. They've been bugging journalists for a while. We're talking about it quite a bit. There's a new thing called engine start stop. What this does is at stop signs, or if you're sitting in idle, it'll turn off the engine to conserve fuel. It's really kind of annoying in certain circumstances, and I don't think it really saves that much fuel. It doesn't always turn on. It's not a great feature. Well, in 2019, there's a new button I'll show you that you can turn that feature off. And that way you don't have to worry about that anymore. You just turn it off, no problem there. They've actually changed the brake booster for improved overall brake performance. It's a single rate brake booster. It's interesting. There's more flexibility now to switch between adaptive cruise and regular cruise. I'll go over that in just a second. And the rear vision camera, I'll talk about that. There's enhanced visibility. It's better. It's better. And this is interesting. The seat heating system warms up more quickly. So they improved that because butts were getting cold. So I took care of that too. There's a lot of really good stuff. Improved hands-free microphone. And all of the outbound seats, what they're saying, this is a 5-seater. The middle seat doesn't have heated seats. All the other ones do. So that's the new. I want to see if there's anything else. Oh, there's highlights. So they have a preferred Essence Premium 1 and Premium 2 trims. Front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive configurations. It's got a new. This is Buick's first crossover vehicle application of the high-per strut suspension and Buick's first active twin clutch all-wheel drive system. I'll get into that a little bit when I'm driving around. It does make a difference. It is pretty impressive. There's a variety of other features: Wi-Fi, basic infotainment, passive entry, push button start. So it's easy. You just keep your key in your pocket. Press the button outside. You hop in. Press the start button. You're ready to go. You're rolling. It's really nice and comfortable that way too. And the seats fold down, and they actually created more of a flat loading floor, which I'll show you in a little bit. I'll put my golf clubs in here, and I can talk to you about that because a bit of a concern. But anyways, let me flip around. Oh, and before I get too far, I want to talk about fuel economy. The EPA for the 2-liter turbo is 20 city, 25 highway. The 2.5 liter gets better, 22 city and front wheel drive, and 29 highway and front wheel drive. 21 and 27, so really close with all wheel drive. So they're about this. The 2.5 liter gets better fuel economy than a turbo in all configurations, but it's more fun. And the 2.5 is an inline 4, 197 horsepower, 192 foot-pounds of torque. So you have 2 engine choices. So let's talk about this interior. Okay, let's start over here. We have, I got nice tan and black mixed together. I have a nice kind of faux wood trim here. This is something Buick's been doing for a while. Cadillac's been doing it as well. I have my controls here. I have a big chrome handle and more controls there. Heads-up display. Heads-up display is going to be right here. You can kind of see it on that rock pile. It's kind of where I park over here. You can see it there. This is interesting. This is the adaptive cruise. What you do is you click this, and then you can see it come up on the screen. See it right there? Right below the average econ Ecodex. If you hold down that button, it'll go to regular cruise, and then you miss that. And if you hold it down again, which is this button here, if you hold this button down again, it'll go adaptive cruise. So it's kind of nice. You can flip back and forth. So adaptive cruise sets distance between you and the car in front of you and keeps that distance. Cruise control is just normal cruise control. You got to hit the brakes. What else is going on here? I will say it's kind of a tiny steering wheel, which should be a little bit fatter. It's kind of weird. I've never talked about a steering wheel problem like that, but it's kind of a weird shape to it. I do have the hands-free controls there, and windshield wiper stuff there. Anyways, one thing is that I'm going to close this sunroof of this. I have a 2-panel moonroof. I'm talking about that. It's panoramic moonroof, but it makes it really hard to see, and so we'll go ahead and close that. Come on. It is nice though. It's nice to be in the back seat and not feel like you're in Alcatraz, like dark prison back there. All right, so back here, this is something I'm not really fond of. You see how it cuts off the lettering there? I'm not really sure why it does that, and I've played around with some of the stuff, and it doesn't seem like it changes. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Maybe there's a setting for that, and I played around with it, but it's got all these presets, but it's to be smaller. Anyways, here's the park assist, and it actually will park for itself if you have lines and such, which I don't have here in Nebraska. This is lane departure assist, and this is the auto shutoff for the engine. And they have a nice little analog clock because it's got to be premium luxury, analog clocks. I have some chrome going along here and tying together with the wood over there. It's really a nice looking interior. Here's the HVAC buttons. These are interesting. It took me a while to figure this out. You actually have to hold this down to get it to switch. I didn't realize that. And there's on-off button and all that kind of stuff. And this is a USB cell phone charger as well. If you have a Samsung or the appropriate phone, my phone won't charge, too old. But it holds the phone and charges the phone. It's nice set up there. I have my cup holders. And let's check the center console storage. And we have a couple USBs in here as well, which is nice to see. And a pretty good amount of space in there. Where's my GoPro? Here we go. There's my GoPro. You can see I still got more room. So quite a bit of storage room there. There's the mirror. Oh, and here is the when you back up. It's got a really nice screen. You can change take the lines on and off. These are the backup lines. So when you turn the steering wheel, it should adjust those lines. See, those lines change. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do it like that. Anyways, so that's pretty cool as well. And yeah, I think that's a Ford. Oh yeah, that's the Ford. So if you're driving at low distance. Not low distance. If you're driving slowly, you can turn on the Ford and help them with parking spots. You can kind of see where you're going, which I'm not going that way because that's, well, that'd be fun, but I don't think I'd make it. I want to hop in the second row. I'm going to tell you about something on the second row. Okay, I haven't talked about the name on the door. Buick, kind of cool. I got tons of adjustment there for the seat. So, second row, you got... good amount of storage in here, and I believe, yeah, they slide and recline, and I got to go. The truck just pulled in, but they slide and recline, and there's some USBs back there. So let's go ahead and hit the road. This guy throws me out of here. Okay, I kind of want to talk to you about this rear end here. So there's a little bit of latch underneath the emblem here that opens up, and we do have the quick button that you close it right there as well. So we get back in here, we have a little pretty good amount of storage here, and underneath here is going to be storage, and underneath there is, and this may shock people, it's a real spare tire. Yeah, there's no issues with the little foam spray and kind of stuff. So then this closes, and you have kind of a flat loading floor. So what I was going to tell you about the golf clubs, which I'll grab right here, is that they do fit sideways. You can get one set to fit. If you have other people, you can kind of pound them up. But I did find that if you pull the lever, which is basically a recycled door handle here, and lower that, they fit perfect on the side like this. So that works a lot better to me. Leave you some room for your cooler and your shoes. You do have some cool tie downs here, and there. So if you take some storage, you have some tie downs there. And again, these, like I said, just weird handles for the look like door handles redid. But you can see how flat that floor folds, and a good amount of storage back here. So definitely a win-win. Okay, here is the new 2.0 liter turbo in this model year. This is the premium package it comes with. You can get different packages as well. It comes with all-wheel drive and front-wheel drive. Anyways, 9-speed transmission. I'm saying the same things a couple times. One of the things I like to do when I pop the hood is I always like to see how easy to check things. So we have an air filter here. We have the dipstick here, which is easy to check, but whew, is it hot. Hot to the touch. I can't check it. I got to wait till it cools down because the exhaust is right there as well. And so it's really hot. And back here is where we add the oil. I just wish there was a different color. Like, make that yellow. Why can't there be universal yellow? Seriously, you pop the hood, and can you see it right away? Nope. Now you can. You know where it's at. But, I don't know. Pet peeves. Alright, so over here we have brake fluid. We have the, excuse me, again, lack of thoughts today. The coolant, and we have the battery here as well. And we have the windshield wiper fluid. So everything is pretty easy to reach. You know, I'm 5'7". I can reach everything. Just gotta let it cool down before you check the oil, though. Whew, that baby's hot. Let's hit the road here with the 2019 Buick Envision Premium 2. Whoa, with the 2-liter turbo 9-speed transmission. It's fun to drive Buick. What? Yes, it's kind of crazy. I was been driving around town. I'm gonna go ahead on the highway here, and there's really two key things you need to know about driving around in this Buick Envision. And by the way, I've been watching my videos and putting my hands on the steering wheel. I'm trying to do a better job of that. I'm a hand talker, but I'm trying. It's that off-the-line power with this turbo is really good. It's really fun to drive, which is not typical Buick, but definitely more powerful than the 2.5 liter inline 4, which is the base engine. This is more interesting, which I believe it's a inline 4. I'll check that. But it's definitely more interesting to drive, more fun to drive, and it's also quieter. They've done a lot of noise dampening inside the cabin here, and I'm talking probably more loudly than I need to. I have a head cold. Sorry about that, hands on the wheel. But I'm talking a little more loudly than I probably need to. I could probably bring it down a little bit and just talk at a normal pace here and normal sound and have a good conversation and not worry about it. But I gotta go louder because, keep consistent. So it is definitely quieter than I'm used to. It rides a lot smoother than I'm used to. There's a new suspension I talked about there where they made some changes to the driving and suspension, and like I said, it's more powerful offline. It feels like it's riding the bumps smoother, and it's quieter. So they've definitely addressed some key issues that they may have had in the past with other Buick products. It doesn't drive like a boat either. It's not like the old Buicks of old. But I'm doing 55 miles an hour here. I have a new nice heads-up display in this as well. I think it's new for this year. Again, I'll check my notes. So it's a heads-up display that tells me the speed and whether I'm in my lines or not. I do have adaptive cruise control, and I can switch between the adaptive cruise control, which is right here, and normal cruise control. And so, I think overall, I gotta say I'm pretty damn impressed. It's not as hard as a driving comfort level. I guess The seats in the past, I've driven other Buicks, especially the new Cadillacs, are really uncomfortable seats. This one seems like it fits me pretty well. It's not soft, plush soft, like a Rolls Royce or something, which I have driven. It's kind of crazy. But anyways, it's not as soft as those, but it's definitely it's not as hard as I remember some of the other seats being. So I feel like, overall, this 2019 Buick Envision has really addressed a lot of the key issues that I think they were hearing from consumers. And like I said earlier in the video, it's like going through a list of things that they were addressing, things that they were like, ding, 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 ding. We took care of those problems because I think they definitely heard it from consumers that there were some big issues with this. And so I got to say, overall, like I said, I'm pretty impressed with it. I do have my Tim-isms. I have the things that I talked about in the video that I'm not really a big fan of. But, that's me. I drive cars a lot, and I'm going to have little picky things I'm going to get annoyed with. So, for more pickup truck plus SUV news, which I know you want, make sure you check us out on pickuptrucktalk.com. 3 words. Pickup Truck Talk. It's pretty simple. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Again, if you like the content, like the channel, and you think I'm not boring or ridiculous or fat, I get a lot of things in comments. Make sure you hit subscribe below, hit bell notification, be notified of the videos I put out, and smash the like button if you like what you're watching. I'm going to go ahead and throttle back a little bit. I'm kind of flying around. Again, a lot of fun. I'm doing 70 miles an hour, and I'm at 2,000 RPMs. No problem. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.